Y'all guys, listen, I have every single new release and you guys have been asking amazing questions about them and wanting to see the colors. You guys freaking lost your minds with the new release stuff and I got all of them. Somebody made a request to see just so they have new pencils now. So these are what I call takeawayables or take with youables. You can put them in your purse. So we have 9 new gelato lip colors. And then the pencils, there are 13 new pencils. And one of them is called Mulberry, which is this color right here. And I want to show you how to wear this. Someone said, can you just put mulberry on your lips? Like, does it have to be a line? Hell to the yes. And we're going to do it. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Jessica. Yeah, I've been trying to go live more often in Facebook and in Instagram just to kind of give everyone an opportunity to see the new releases and to connect with people. Because some people are like, well, I'm not on Instagram. And some people are like, I'm not on Facebook. So I'm going to go to both. Oh my God, Sarah, genius. She said, "What? Set your water timer. Every 15 minutes, this will go bing, 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 and then you have to drink." Okay, thank you. Yeah, this morning I was live on Facebook. FedEx rolls up. Alexander McQueen. Okay, so I'm an ambassador for the fashion house Alexander McQueen because they're like my favorite. So they always are like, hey, we're going to send you a box of stuff. Like, see if there's anything that you like, whatever. So they send over like several $1,000s worth of like products and they're just like clothes and shoes and like, they're like, you know, what do you like? And this is I have a relationship with the folks at Alexander McQueen on Rodeo Drive. It's kind of the cool thing about being an influencer is they'll just like give you stuff for all willy-nilly. And they'll just like send it to you, right? And so then you get to play with it and see what you like. Anyways, they sent me this stuff. Well, FedEx comes and you have to sign for it because it's a lot of stuff and it's like high dollar value. So they make you sign for it. So I'm sitting in my bedroom using the beautiful light from the afternoon in my bedroom because the way that the light is in there is really pretty. And so, and sometimes I like to show really, really natural light and show this makeup in natural light, whatever. And so I see FedEx pull up and it goes to my neighbor's house across the street. And we are not exactly on like the best of terms, I guess you could say. So it was like, that was kind of awkward. Anyway, so I'm sitting there on my live and then the live's glitching out and my assistant was here and I got to tell you about my assistant because so many of y'all have asked. So I'll let you in on that. But anyway, so she's here and she has a little 7-month-old baby and she's like, well, I got the baby. And I'm like, cause she brings the baby to work with her. Cause I'm like, I want to play with the baby. So, and then you can like give her back. Anyways, so she's like, well, I got the baby. And I'm like, give me the baby. So I've got a runaway baby who's just starting to crawl. So she's like running away and she crawls fast. Anyway, so she's running away. I got the FedEx at the wrong house across the street. Kayla trying to get her. I got the live going on. It's glitching. It was wild, but it was so much fun. Like I thrive in chaos. So it was really fun. And I like when things don't go perfectly because it kind of shows that like it's a human experience and really fun. So anyways, so yeah, that's what happened on Facebook today, but it was fun and silly and whatever. Okay, so let's talk about the new releases. These are, I'm just really quickly using like, screw the 3D makeup. Let's get to the new shades. Did you see the video clip I sent for your son? I don't think so. Did you message it to me, Jonna? Okay. So screw the flagship like 3D foundation makeup. Not to mention, this makeup is so fast and easy. Look at this. I'm using the new Pilot brush, which really cool stats. With the new releases on Monday, this was the top selling product. This is our 3D brush with the eyeshadow brush inside. So it's a travel brush. You guys have been asking for this and they listened. They represented. They brought it, whatever. It's amazing. So get the Pilot brush and it's the 4-in-1. So it's the eyeshadow brush inside our best-selling 3D brush. So really cool. And it's pretty and black and I love the black. If you are new here and you want to get your shades for your one compact makeup, just comment match. I'll tell you what shades to get. This is like one layer. So I'm just kind of putting my contour where it goes, the brightening highlight where it goes. And I'm not rushing through it, but I'm doing it in like regular speed, like not teaching it because I want to get to the new releases. Okay. So the new releases, there are 13 new pencils. There are 7 silks and 6 satins. So the silks and satins are different because the silk is going to be like a straight line. Like if you want to do an eyeliner, it's just boop, and we're not going to smudge it, blend it, smudge it, bludge it, whatever. Blur it, smoke it, pop it, jump it. What does it say? Pop it, pull it, smack it. Anyways, that's what it made me think of. So that's the silk. And these are the colors of the silks. Solid line. The satins are more creamy. So the satin pencils are going to be smudgy. They're going to be blendy. So for instance, when you grab these pencils, I want to show you how cool this is. This color called Pepper is, yeah, bop it, kick it, pop it, smack it, smash it, whatever. This color is called Pepper. This is a satin pencil. So this satin pencil, all the pencils are twisty upable, twisty downable, okay? So this is a cool shade. Tell me you're an 80 or 90s baby without telling me. Legit, I was born in 84. Okay, so if you want to use this for a contour, you can still use your, like when you use your cream palette for a contour, I just kind of pop my brush in there and just kind of blend it, whatever, press it on. If you're someone who wants a little bit less, or you just want like the idea of that much product, or perhaps your face is just a little bit more petite, the pencil, you can just go here and go here. The satin pencils, this color is called Pepper, twisty up, twisty down. The satin shades are going to be melty blendy. So you'll be able to, I keep a mini Bop It. Shut up. Send me one. Tell me, or send me a link or something. Somebody send me Bop It, the Bop It link. I want one so bad. Can you imagine my ADHD with a freaking Bop It? Oh my God, I would die. So much fun. Okay, the satin shades. So I just want to show you how versatile these are, okay? So the satin shades, this is the shade Pepper. You can use any of the shades that you like. Everybody says, well, which one should I get? Any one of them will look good somewhere on your face. I swear it. I'm not even freaking joking. Okay, so you can use it as a contour if you have one of the cooler shades. If you have one of now these are satins, not the silks. The silks are going to be for solid lines, and I'll show you those too. So satins are going to be smudgy, bludgy, blurry, like smoky, whatever. So if I try another shade, like let's say this one's Plum, which might be nice. Let's do, Toasted. Toasted, so this is Pepper that I used as a contour. Toasted is this color. She's a little bit more red. Check it. 1, 2, 3. Check it. Oh. Okay, so this is, if you want to use it as a blush color, it's a satin. So it is blendy, melty, creamy. Okay, so that can be a pretty blush color. You can also use this on your lips. You can line your lips with it, whatever. I'm not going to line my lips with it because someone asked me to do just Mulberry, which is another satin shade. Satin is smudgy. You can use this one as a blush too. I just draw little X's, draw a heart. I don't do whatever you want. I'm not your mama. But just put a little bit of color on there. Mash it in, okay? So creamy. The satin pencils are creamy. This color is called Mulberry. And someone said, please use just the Mulberry. I'm going to show you how I would use this color. These you can use darkly or you can use really lightly. So depending on how much you use and how much you smudge, you can use light or a little bit more heavy, okay? Oh my God! I'm not your favorite creator because if I was, you would know that I think coffee is disgusting. But we can go get ice cream or snacks. I love snacks. Or if there's like a water bar. No, are you in Tampa? I'm in the Tampa area. Thank you for being here though. No, we could that would be so much fun. It would be a great time. I love local girls. I love when the local gals reach out and they're like, hey, let's hang out. I'm like, okay. So fun. I actually had a coffee company reach out to me and they're like, hey, we love your content and we love how you connected. We've watched all of your stuff. Would you like to be an ambassador for our brand? I'm like, a coffee brand? You have not watched any of my... Oh my God. No, I would totally go with you to get coffee, but I'm not. No, I wouldn't because it stinks. And stop. Okay. This is the shade Mulberry Satin Pencil. Okay. The satin is going to be blendy, smudgy, melty. Mulberry Twisted, same shade as the pan mulberry. Is there a pan mulberry? I don't think there is. There's a blackberry. I don't think is there a mulberry pan tint? Like maybe an old color? I don't think so. Okay, so this is mulberry. I like to smudge this in a little bit, right? So I'm going to use my finger. Think melty, smudgy, blendy, okay? But I don't want this to be like, you can make it super intense. I'm going to pull this down just a little. Huckleberry. I got it confused with Huckleberry. I am now just lightly lining the line. So, and then a little bit more smudgy. So this is just mulberry. You can use these pencils for whatever. Let me see. I have a huckleberry somewhere. Hold on. I got her somewhere. I got her, Huckleberry. Where's Huckleberry? F-G-H. No, I don't. Hold on. I got a huckleberry somewhere. Hold on. I do have a huckleberry. No, I do not. Hold on. Incoming. Oh! I found huckleberry. I have one of everything, y'all. Because I know y'all ask these questions, so I'm like, I gotta have one of everything. But this is the new mulberry. Okay. Mulberry. This is the mulberry that I just put on. You like that? It's a ADHD Avenue. That's me. The huckleberry shade, if you got the huckleberry, which is no longer on the site, but it was still really pretty. If you take this, hold on, if it's bent a little bit, it's not gonna, stop! Hear me? My hands are slippy slidey. I was putting the cream on my new tattoo, and now my hands are slippy slidey. Hold on, I need a thing. If you bend the 10 even a little bit, like it gets stuck in the little thing. So I use these little... Really? This one's jacked up. I'm glad they canceled this color. Hold on, I have another one, I think. My hands are slippy slidey. Usually if you put tape on the bottom of it, it'll come out. Oh, come on! Get a knife. Ah, there we go. Okay, so this one was huckleberry. Huckleberry and mulberry are very similar. So if you have huckleberry, you can use them together, but they're very, very similar. So huckleberry and mulberry. So this is mulberry on my lips by itself. So what I did was I took the pencil and lined my lips, tap, tap, tap to smudge, smudge, smudge. If you want this to be super dark, you can do that too. You can build these colors up just like the shades in your palette. Look. You can build them up. You can make them like really, you can make them really glossy. You can make them really matte. Do whatever you want. Makeup and milkshakes. I'm down. I want to go. How do I sign up? I would like to go to that. Okay, so this is the Mulberry Satin Pencil on my lips. Mulberry Satin Pencil for my cheeks. And then we're going to use it on the eyes too. I have green eyes, and so it really makes my eyes pop. But really, this is going to be great for any eye color. Purples are really great with any eye color. It's pretty universal, okay? So this is mulberry on the lips alone. Personally, for me, I would put some gloss over it. If you did not, I noticed that the balm, the new release balm, was not a high seller. Y'all are going to need to get this. The one that they released 2 years ago for Mother's Day, I was not a fan of. But this balm is just enough iridescent. So it's not teenager. It's a mature. Jessica, I would fly you out here. Come on, girl. My best friend Tiffany, the nail junkie, the actual nail junkie, Tiffany, y'all, some of y'all met her last weekend at the Saint pop-up. She'll be here October 1st through the 5th. Okay, this is the balm. It is not sticky. It is not tacky. It is not thick and gross and heavy. Drink your water, heifers. Drink your water, heifers. Drink your water. Don't just stare at me. Drink your water. Okay. So this is like a very mature amount of iridescence. Not like the teenager. Add me to the group chat. I want to do it. That would be so fun. I would love to do a Tampa meetup. So if you, whatever, do it. Yeah, I like the pot. The only thing I don't like about the pot is if you have nails like I do, you can't, like, you got to get your finger. But if you just, really, you want to dig in there. So if you just kind of dig in your nail like that and do it. Girl, don't send me to Orlando. You know how much surveillance I've done over there. I ain't driving to Orlando if I can help it. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Don't invite me. Don't invite me to nothing outside, and don't invite me to nothing in Orlando. No, ma'am. I will not come. We just come to my house. We just do a pool party. Yeah, Tiffany was in Nashville with me, and she got all the pictures and videos from the Nashville. That was pretty cool. But no, Tiffany, you have to be in them also. Okay, so this is, as requested, this is mulberry on the lips. This is mulberry on the cheeks. Now we're going to do it on the eyes. Y'all listen to me. I don't care who you are. If you have eyeballs, you can do this, okay? If you're like, I don't do eyeshadow because I don't know how, you can do this. I promise to the heavenly Jesus above and the baby Moses. Listen, if you take this, and we're just going to pretend that we're lining our eyes, right? And you just kind of come like halfway. Line the lashes, not the lid. But in this case, we're using it as an eyeshadow, right? So I'm just kind of following that line. So the middle of the lashes to the end of the lashes, okay? Jessica, can you come October 1st through the October 1 through 5? And then we go to LA. So you have to leave by then. Because Tiffany will be here, but then she's going to LA with me. I'm going to LA for the podcast the following week. Okay, mulberry along the lashes, along the lid, along the lashes, whatever. And then watch this. When I open my eyes, you see that crease right there where my skull comes in? That's my skull. Okay? That's my eye socket. We just put this color here, right? We're just going to like jam her in there all willy-nilly. Okay? Look, she looks like a hot freaking mess. It's fine. You see how when I open my eyes, that color disappears? All that color I put there, and look, it disappears. Except what's up on that hood. So we're going to bring it up a little bit because I'm a hooded eye girl. Just lightly tapping. You don't got to mash it into your face. Like, you're not trying to stab your brain, right? So just tap, 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 tap. Look. See? Up on the hood a little bit, okay? Watch this freaking magic. I'm going to blow your mind. Okay. Pilot brush. Oh my God, do it. That would be so fun. I would do it. Get with me. That would be fun. I would so be down. Okay. Pilot brush. The absolute, like, most favorited new release comes apart. It's the 3D brush with the eyeshadow brush inside. So it's 4 brushes in one, and it's $3 more than the regular 3D brush, which I don't know why they did that, but good for them. I like it, whatever. Heard me talking about the new releases and how excited I am. Oh my God, that's so sweet. I love it. Blanca, let me know how that goes. My mom wants to do that. Okay, this mulberry lip pencil that I used on my lips. That's the only color on my lips. And then I put balm. I used it on my cheeks. I put it on my eyes. Mulberry is a satin pencil. satins are going to smudge. Okay, so the satins we're going to be able to blend really nicely, really easily. I'm just taking the eyeshadow end of my brush that's inside the fluffy end, and just really lightly, just kind of smudging. I'm not mashing into my eyes. We're not doing, no, Y'all need to stop it with that nonsense. Look, just lightly smudging. This is melting into my skin. I'm not bending my bristles. Do not bend your bristles. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you that. I don't care if it's a cream, a liquid, a powder, an anthrax. I don't care. Don't bend your bristles. Just lightly tap. So I just took this mulberry color on the outer half of my lid and tap it all over. So I used a lot, right? Really pretty. You can smudge it in. You can use less. You don't have to use that much. Like, do whatever you want. I'm not your mama, right? Okay. So check that out. So that's mulberry. Which hold on, that light's so bright. Mulberry on my lips. That's mulberry on my cheeks. That's mulberry on my eyes. Tell me how freaking pretty that is. Okay. Jessica, can you come? Jessica, will you text me? Tiffany, message her, please. Jessica, see if we can get her here. She coming. Y'all want to come to Tampa? Y'all come to Tampa. We're going to have a pool party. Okay, look. See? This is the mulberry. This is one single pen. This is a satin. Hey, Molly! Oh my God, it's so good to see your face. This is a satin. Okay, satin. Okay, satin, smudgy. So I'm trying to think of an analogy that I can remind you, like when you're like, oh, satin or silk, satin, smudgy. Like I'm going to come up with a song or something. So like, satin is smudgy. I don't know, something like Miss Rachel. Satin is smudgy. Okay, so now let's add, like, I don't know, maybe one more color to our eyeshadow here. So I want to put a powder on top of it. These are creams. No, that's okay. Girl, you can ask as many questions as you want. I'll answer them every single time. Yes, these are going to have staying power just like the silks. When you use a cream on your lid, like the new satin and silk pencils, put a powder on top of it. Or don't, and then don't call me a liar. Whatever. Do whatever you want. I'm not your mama. Put a powder on top of it. So whether that's your, hello, where are you rolling to? Your setting powder or just a neutral like eyeshadow, whatever. Just use your setting powder with your eyeshadow brush and tap, tap, tap. This is going to set that on there. Okay. So we want to set that color because if you don't set a cream eyeshadow, your eyes do this all day. And then you're just going to get them creases. You can't help it. You're human. It's nothing you're doing wrong. There ain't nothing wrong with the makeup. There's nothing wrong with your skin. There's nothing wrong with your application. It's just cream on skin. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just putting powder on top. So that's mulberry on my eyes, mulberry on my cheeks, mulberry on my lips. And look how pretty that is. Okay. The smaller end, hold on. The smaller end of my eyeshadow brush. Girl, you need to get this makeup. What are you waiting for, Lord? Oh, bless it. I had to take another. Oh, no. Lynn, I did my 3D foundation. By the way, just comment match if you need to get your regular shades. And then if you just want to shop, like the new releases, the new pencils, the new lippies, whatever, you can just comment shop. Also, to get on my email list, like my text and email situation and get my newsletters and everything that keeps you like up to date and connected with me so we can be friends, comment the word remind and then it's not spammy or nothing because that's weird. It's just like, hey, here's updates and stuff, whatever. You're going to be addicted like the rest of us. It's true. But yeah, just comment match. And by the way, these palettes are back. These marble palettes were 5 years ago and they brought them back in a checkers. The black checkers and the tan checkers. Tracy, it really is good. Why am I not already in all the things? You should be. It's fun. I love staying connected with my customers. It's like my favorite part. Hey, Rachel. Isn't it so pretty? This is actually a 5-year-old palette. This is the same. This is the old mascara palette, but it's back out now, so I can pull it back out. Oh, yeah, girl, you need to get them nails done because then you come into my house the next day. Y'all, if you want the custom press-ons, go see I have one that fell off. I'll show this hand. Tiffany does, I just be mixing and matching all willy-nilly, but she does cool custom press-ons. Okay, mulberry on the lips, on my cheek situation, on my lid. These are satins. They are smudgy satins, okay? So you can take then I'll take the small end of my eyeshadow brush that's inside the palette brush. I know, I do too. Oh my God, you have 99 orders to do. You bring me some pretty color. If you have some of my size, because you know you got my size on file, and you just want to make me some pretty colors, I need some just plain colors too. Okay, thank you. And then if you want to add a pretty color to this, let's say like a really nice, let's just do drift, what I normally do on my inner corners. And let's just pop this on the inner half of the lid under the crease. And just kind of brighten it up right here. Yeah, Tiffany does a good job with press-ons, and her nails are affordable but really good quality. So she'll send you like a sizing kit with just the tips, and then you put you tell her what size to get or whatever, and then you brain dump her whatever you want, and she'll make it happen. It's really cool what she does. Okay, so this is mulberry with drift. How pretty is that? It's really, really simple. Like, it's nothing crazy. You can even take your mulberry shade, because it's blendy and smudgy, and just do a boop, 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 boop. Like, when I tell y'all to put it on your bottom lashes, I do not mean give yourself a black eye like a football player. Like, put it all on you. No. Find 3 lashes and just go like that and make that noise. And that's how you do it, okay? That's all you need. We not going balls to the wall with this under eyeliner. I know y'all are 80s and 90s babies, but we're not doing it. We're not like, stop it. And then we're going to take our brush and just lightly smudge it, or your finger, whatever. That's all you need. Oh, Lord, I know y'all be getting some heavy-handed. Y'all, oh, God, y'all give me anxiety with the way y'all smash your makeup into your face. Anyways, you used what with the mulberry? Anyways, look at that. So pretty, right? Okay. Now, you have to make the noise. That's the satin. Smudgy. I put the satin mulberry on my lips. Tap, 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 smudge, smudge, smudge. And then I just put the balm, which I did not like the first rendition of it 2 years ago, but I like this one. It has a very reasonable amount of iridescence without looking too like teenager. And it's really pretty. So I just did that on top of the mulberry. I did mulberry cheeks, mulberry eyes with a little bit of drift on the inner corner. That's the satin shades. The silk pencils, the new silk pencils, not as smudgy. So if you use it as a contour, oh, that was another thing I did. I used pepper as my contour and just smudge. These silk pencils are literally going to be a solid line. Okay. Don't say I didn't warn you. We're just going to use black so I can kind of show you. Okay. Black, twisty upable, twisty downable. Okay. So they're twisty. Whenever you use these shades, the silk is going to give you a solid line. It's not going to be super smudgy. It's not concrete. So if you rub it enough, like, you're going to get a smudge. And they will stay. So these are like, don't try to smudge this out. When you use I would use this for a liner. If you're going to do your brows, probably use a satin. Okay. When you use this as a liner, my recommendation is always line the lashes, not the lid. When you line the lashes, you get a small line and you can build it up instead of going in balls to the wall and before you know it, you're Amy Winehouse. Okay. So, hey, Emily, I just did mulberry on the eyes with a little bit of drift, and now I'm using the black silk pencil to line my lashes. Line your lashes, not the lid. And then you will avoid that. You know how when you do eyeliner sometimes and you can see the skin in between the pigment and the lashes? Always line the lashes. Never line the lids. Ever. Period. Don't do it. So basically, you're taking your pencil and you are lining the root of your lashes up against the skin. So you're not lining the skin, you are lining the lashes. Y'all hear me? I want to be in y'all's head when you do your makeup. Blend up to Jesus, up to Jesus, up to Jesus. Don't bend your bristles. Don't bend your bristles. Line the lashes, not the lid. Line the like, I want y'all to hear me and be like, Scuba Steve. Line the lashes, not the lid. Period. Okay? Line the lashes as much or as little as you want. And if you want to go, like if you want to make that line thicker, like by all, make it thicker than a Snicker. I don't care. Line the lashes first, and then you can start to kind of build it. So this is a silk pencil. Silk, don't even try to smudge it. Okay? Don't even try. Just leave it. If you use this on the bottom lash line and you bring it from corner to corner, I'm coming to your house and I'm going to call your mama. And we're going to have a conference call. And we're going to call the Nancy Grace. She wrote, see you in court, love Nancy Grace in my book. And then we're going to see you in court. Makeup. I'm sorry. I'm a year into wearing saint. I still say up to Jesus. I do too. That's so funny. I love it. Okay. Now I wish I would have gotten one of the pencils. Girl, you can still order again. What are you waiting for? Go order. Go friggin' nuts. Y'all need the pencils. Everybody's like, what color? I'm like, yes. They're like, no, there's 13 new colors. Which one? And I'm like, yes. Don't make me choose between my children. Okay. When you line your bottom lashes, especially with the silk, it's just a baby. Just say it just like that. Because you cannot mash violently into your face while saying, it's just a baby. You just can't. Like your body would be like, what the hell is going on? It's just a baby. You can tight line, which means that you're getting here in the water line. So we can just do a little tight lining. But when I tell you, don't you go more than a third of the way. I will come to your house. Don't you do it. Y'all think I cannot have y'all out here looking all crazy. Okay. If you don't know how to do makeup, I'm gonna show you. You just, when you comment match, I'll help you figure out like the shades. You don't need this many, just like a couple. Black is a silk, not smudgy. So she is solid line. Black is going to be a solid line. Black is black and black. That's a solid line. Okay. If you want it smudgy, then maybe use one of the dark satins. Okay. But black is a silk, not smudgy. On the other side, I'm going to use a satin pencil and I'm going to smudge it. So let's say I use the shade Brownie. This is one of my favorites. She's one of the darkest ones. This is a satin. Okay. So twisty upable, twisty downable. When you use a satin pencil on your lid, it's going to be more smudgy. So let's say we want to use this as like a smoky liner, okay? And we just line the lashes, not the lid. So we're still just lining the lashes, just lining the lashes. See, just lining the lashes, not the lid. No weird skin in between your eyeliner and your lashes. You can bring it as much as you want. Drink your water, heifers. Everybody drink your water. I'm out. I need more. Okay. So I lined the lashes with my satin pencil. You saw that I gave up the eyeliner in Nashville. I used to wear it all the time. Well, now you can wear the eyeliner. Like if you want to wear it like you are Maybelline herself, like go off, girl. I'm here for it. Like if you love it, then you love it. But what I find is that most people don't wear, like most women stop wearing makeup because they're like, it's just too much. And then I get a black eye. It's because we are like putting too much, like don't cram it. You know what I mean? Okay. So this satin pencil, the satins are blendy and smudgy. The small end of the eyeshadow brush that comes in the 3D brush. This is the Pilot brush. Best-selling new release, which I love because everybody's been asking for it. The small end is very dense. It's not super fluffy. So you can kind of use this to smudge a little bit. So you can smudge that line. Get a little bit of a smoke if you want to, right? The same thing we did with our mulberry eyeshadow over here. Just do a little bit of a smoky. Oh, Waterloo, New York. Hi. Welcome, darling. Welcome, darling. See how it's like smudgy and a little bit smoky? So you can make that smudgy and smoky. It was the black line all the way across and it always ran into the wrinkles. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad that you said that because that made me remember. The pencils will not, what's the thing? Bleed into your wrinkles around your mouth. Like they will not bleed into those. Amanda, take a picture. I want to see. Jessica, yay! But it's, I mean, you can go nuts if you want to line the entire bottom lashes. Like, I'm not your mama, but also if you try it other ways and you might see that like your eye looks bigger or more bright and you know what I mean? So like, try it, see what you think. I'm just here to offer suggestions and like, I don't know, I pity the fool, but I also suggest ways in which he can improve himself. You know what I mean? I'm stupid. Okay. Pepper is the shade that I used for contour. So when I contoured my face, it's a satin. Satin means smudgy and blendy. So if you want to use it for your contour and you just want to draw a really light contour line and use your Pilot brush to kind of smudge, tap, tap. So these, yeah, your eyes looked really good the other day at the pop-up, Tracy. Okay, so pepper I used as a contour. I'm also going to use it as a eyeshadow. So the color that I used here, the satin shade that I used is Brownie. That's this shade. And then pepper is this shade. So see the difference? So Brownie I used as a liner. If we wanted to use this satin shade as an eyeshadow and you just want to do like a real nice neutral whatever, crease or lid, under the crease, lid. Whenever, see how when I open my eyes, you see this hood? Hooded Eye Girls is for you. See this? All this chunky chunk right here is pure white and it's coming forward where the dark is pushing back. So when you put color only on the lid, it pushes back, which makes this look like it's coming forward even more. Take your color and cut that hood in half. See? So now only the top is white and the bottom is dark, and then you put the color there. You cut that line in half, halfway, just to like the arch of the brow. See how that hood right there? Okay, now the satin is smudgy, so we're gonna smudge it. We're just gonna smudge this satin pencil shade. This is the shade Pepper. This is the shade that I used for my contour, and I'm also using it for my lid. So cool, right? I try to tell y'all, nobody ever listens to me. It's fine. Nobody ever listens to me. So just a really light way to get like a neutral kind of looking eyeshadow, kind of melts into your skin, all pretty, all do whatever you want. You can add, I just broke mine. I reached for it too fast. I've twisted them up and down so many times. Okay. More pigment, and we just smudge. The satin shades will melt into your skin. Okay, really pretty. See? And then you can use them as liners, you can use them as whatever. I just wouldn't use a silk if I were you. I'm not your mama, do whatever you want. I would not use a silk in my eyebrows unless you are drawing them on. If you are drawing on your silk shade, this one, oh Lord, I broke this one. If you are drawing on your silk shade, that's when you would use a silk in your eyebrow. Otherwise, please use a satin because you can feather it in, and then if you mess it up, you can smudge it or whatever. So you can kind of feather. See how I'm like just swishing back and forth in between my brows? And this is a great opportunity to use the line brush, which is basically the, where's my, here it is. You can use your line brush. It has a flat angle brush, and you can help kind of guide that pigment where you want it, and use the spoolie end to help shape. Okay, so satin is going to be smudgy. Contour, lip liner, eyeshadow, eyeliner, eyebrows, whatever. The silks, probably just stick to eyeliner. I mean, you can use like, let's see. Let's go bonkers here. Let's say we wanted to use mulberry. That's mulberry. This is mulberry on my cheeks, mulberry on my cheeks, mulberry on my lips, mulberry on my cheeks, mulberry on my eyes. And I used a black silk eyeliner, right? Now let's see if we take this Chai. She's light, but she's a silk. Let's see if we use her for lip liner. Maybe if she's over the balm, it won't be so bad. But the silks are way less smudgy. Yeah, she's smudging a lot less. So she's going to be a little bit more intense. I'm also not pressing like super hard because I don't want to completely wipe her off. But anyway, so the silk is going to be a little bit more intense and not as smudgy. And the satins are going to blend and be more melty. Okay, so that's the mulberry. And then I put a little bit of the chai silk on top of it. But this is mulberry lip liner and mulberry color. And then I put some of the balm over it, which you got to add the balm to a cart. It's really pretty, not sticky at all. And then the gelatos, there are 9 nude gelato shades. These are glossy. My favorite one is Cocoa Marrow, which was one of the top sellers for the new releases. Clickety clack does not clickety clack black down, back down. Clickety clack up, do not click back down. So don't overdo it. This is Cocoa Marrow. This one's really pretty. Not sticky, just pretty and glossy. Okay. Anyways, comment match. Get your custom shades for your palette colors, or comment shop, and you can just shop the new releases. I really think that if you explore with the pencils, you can really get any color and make it work. And the formula, I hate saying stuff like this because it's like, of course you say that you sell the makeup. When I tell you I do not use liners because I hate the formula, they did a really good job on the formula on these. They stay a good amount of time without being like concrete, but even like scrubbing, like you want to continue to use your makeup remover, you know, to get it off, which you should be doing it every night anyways. But the satins and the silks are both so beautiful, and no matter what shade you use, whether you can use like these different colors on your cheeks, you can use them just for color, a little bit of flush, bronzer, contour, eyeliner, eyeshadow, lip liner, lippies. Literally, you can get so many different looks with these. So 10 out of 10, highly recommend. They did a great job with the formula on these. I was really impressed, and I was nervous when they were like, oh, we came out with takeawayables or take with youables. And I was like, But they did good. And I was like, oh, praise the lamb. So really good. The silks and the satins. If you have a combo that you want to see, send it my way and just say, hey, will you try this gelato with this pencil together or whatever? I will do it. Someone asked me to do just mulberry by itself on my lips, which I did. And then I added chai, so I'm going to take it off and do it again. But yeah, so many different options. And these are really pretty. And not to mention the Pilot brush. So get these. Yeah, thank you so much for doing that, Kitty Cat. You're my favorite. Yeah, so have fun with them. Comment match, get your shades. Comment shop if you want to just go to the new releases. Oh, the one that I use is Peach and Lily. Spendy, but worth it. It's not super oily, not greasy. I've been using it forever and it works really well. So it's the Peach and Lily Ginger Melt, I think it's called. It's at Ulta, and it's like I just pump it into my hands dry, rub it on my skin dry, and then I use a wet makeup eraser, and everything just melts off really easily. And then I use the Benefit Pore Clearing Cleanser. Saint has a good cleanser too. A lot of my customers love it. Join my beauty group on Facebook. It's called Freedom in Beauty, VIP, or just comment the word VIP and you can go to the beauty group and you can totally ask them like, hey, what do you guys think of this? What cleanser do you use? Whatever. And they will help you. It is the greatest group of women. If you need some uplifting or just some friends, you'll love it. So, okay. I love you guys. Have a good night. I love you so much. Bye.